Hi, my name is Neil Sturmey. I'm a tax partner based in the Liverpool City region, working in Grant Thornton's entrepreneurial tax team. This short video is to cover a few areas about managing your tax payments, because at the moment, of course, cash flow is absolutely vital. Remember, tax is just like any other cost to the business. You just have to manage it differently. Speaking of which, make sure that even though you might have claimed some of the government deferrals that have come in through the COVID response, you can still go to HMRC on a case-by-case basis on things like corporation tax. Do get to them early, but I found that from my experience recently, they have been very pragmatic and helpful. Second quick thing to remember is, if you are making an unusual loss at the minute, perhaps it is worth considering shortening an accounting period. Now, you do this not just for tax reasons. Clearly there are other things you have to take into account, but if that tax loss is carried back, that can take that loss back and get a tax refund of the tax you paid last year. So just have a think about that. It might be helpful. The rest of the short video is going to be talking about my favourite tax relief, research and development tax credits. Now, this is something that's been around for a while, but it's something that at the moment creates cash refunds, whether you've claimed before or it's the first time. And at the moment, what I'd say as well is HMRC are being very helpful, particularly with the SME scheme, which many of you on this call will be, and are turning around those claims in 28 days. So that's really quite important. To give an example of how that might work, if you spend £100,000 on R&D, an extra £130,000 is treated as if it's been spent as well. So you get an enhanced relief, which means for £100,000 spend, you get £25,000 tax back, or knocked off your tax bill. So that's a pretty good return. So don't forget about that. Also, if you're loss making, that £100,000 spend can be surrendered and turned into a £14,500 tax refund. So under either scenario, for SMEs, really important. Larger companies can claim as well, but that's slightly different rules. Still very important though. So very briefly, what are costs to qualify for R&D? Well, you have to have a cost dealing with a scientific or technological advance in a particular field that's not just for your business, and it's resolving an uncertainty in those areas. So this could be improving a product, perhaps low salt, low fat in a food product, or improving a process, mechanical, that might be on the production line, on the belts, or a digital process. So the software you use might be used in an innovative way. Lots of different areas there. The main point is that you and your business and experts don't already know the answer to the question. If they don't and you don't, then you've got scope for the R&D tax credit claim, which is really essential. So there's cash to be had, you can manage your tax payments, and don't forget, it's just like any other business cost. I find sometimes people think it's something different. It's not, it's a cost and it's a cash flow. So claim your R&D credits. If you've got questions, as many of our clients do have, that's great. And if you have concerns about anything I've talked about today or anything else COVID related, please do get in touch through the Growth platform. There's a website there and an inquiry form, and I do hope you find it very helpful.